represent Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We come from there to here. Been in business since 1959. Come drive for a company. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Where? We want you. Have you ever dreamed of working for a trucking company that had Blue Cross, Blue Shield, had 401k with a 4% match? If so, then you ought to call Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the trucking company that makes dreams come true. Truck drivers, can I have your attention? Whatever you do, don't drop the ball in 2026. Did you make the kind of money you wanted to? If you had been at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, I guarantee you will. Hey, Wiley Sanders Truck Line got Blue Shield. We also match your Truly, we are happy to be here this morning. I want to get straight to the word of the day. And the word of the day comes from Isaiah. We was looking at this in service yesterday, and I just thought it was interesting. Isaiah 40:26. Study Bible says, if your eyes to heaven, no, not if you, what's wrong with me? Lift up your eyes to heaven and see who has created these things. It is the one who brings out their army by number. He calls them all by name. Because of his vast dynamic energy and his awe-inspiring power, not a one of them is missing. Lift up your eyes, this is King James Version, lift up your eyes on high, and behold who have created these things, that bringeth out their hosts by numbers. He calls them all by name, by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power, not one faileth. That's the ones that our Father calls on, which is me, you, and other people. He knows us all by name. I think that's so powerful to know that the Spirit of God can know you by your name, and that could make you feel, if you was lonely, that could make you feel comfort. That could make you feel comfort. So, by that being said, it just excites me to just share that with you. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm always listening. It took me to be an old man to realize that what my old granddaddy meant. He said, if God would have wanted you to talk more than hear, he'd have gave you 2 miles until 2 ears. And he said, yours is big enough for 2 ears. But anyway, I was talking to one of my drivers this morning. I always call them my drivers because I love them like that. And this one, I can truly say, we are real co-workers. Why is that? Because we've been mad with each other, we've been happy with each other, we done fussed at each other, and then we done hugged each other. That's what a co-worker does. That always happens with a good co-worker. But this is Deborah Cooper. Now, Deborah came up to me this morning. She said something to me. And she don't know when she said it, my little light went ping, ping. And I come back when I got through talking to the orientation class, and I'm so excited about our orientation class. Everybody we had scheduled showed up. And I think when that happens, I'm going to go to saying it right here. I want to keep that trend. If you tell somebody you're going to do something, do it. Everybody we had scheduled showed up. Now, Deborah, do you know what you told me?
I don't remember. I'm old.
All right, I'm going to give you a hint. You was talking about your truck.
Right.
And you told me something about your truck. Oh my God, Deborah, you don't remember what you told me? Have I got to give you another hint? I gave you 2.
Oh, my mileage.
Okay. Bing, mileage, the way you get paid. Okay, it come to you. What did you tell me?
I got my truck November 4th, 2025, and this morning, and it had a 1,260 miles on it, brand new truck.
What you got?
When I took the plastic off the seat, and
it must have been a pull through.
It was a brand new.
That's what I'm saying. It must have. You said it had 1,200 miles, so it must have been the one that pulled the other year.
And I call them lead trucks.
Yeah, lead trucks. Okay.
It's now got 114,176 miles on it. So I put over right at 113,000 miles on that truck since November 4th. But, you know, I get 3,400 miles a week, and I'm a workaholic. But, you know, when I want to go home, my company lets me go home. But, you know, my company let me roll. I mean, I'll be rolling. I'll be gobbling up miles every week.
What is that dispatcher name that's rolling that old big truck?
That would be Mr. Hicks.
Mr.
Thomas
TC.
Hicks.
You know what we call him?
Oh.
We call him TC Hicks at 236.
What's 236?
That's his extension, but it's 2236. But
right.
we never did add the other 202. You know, when they
Right.
went back, we had so many numbers.
I remember when I came, it was 3 digits.
Yeah, it's 3 digits. Now it's 2236.
Yeah,
But we still call him TC Hicks at 236.
I've been here 11 years now, Hoss.
How many?
11?
11 years.
Yep.
You know, Deborah, when I talk to drivers like you, it helps me to, somebody will see this, and maybe a lady driver, I don't care if a man driver sees it, but somebody will see this and go, wow, she had 1,200 miles, and what is she doing? Maybe I need to try that, you know, maybe I need to try that. Oh, I can tell you what she's doing. She don't self-dispatch herself. She takes the loads they give her. Mm-hmm. She's run with Thomas long enough. He knows what to put on. And the most important thing, delivering on time. Thomas knows if he give it to you, if it ain't on time, you had trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple as that. And you know a lot about trucks, and so I'm glad to have you here this morning to say thank you to you. Get you one of them cups.
Okay.
You get to take a cup home with you today. But Deborah,
Thank you.
I usually get you to, and I was going to do it this morning until you said that about the mileage on your truck, and I said, oh, this is too big. I need to take this to the TV. You know, usually when I bring recruits in, I get you to talk to them. So many people get discouraged too quick. And I think you'll be fair and honest in saying this. Every now and then, you just have a bad day. It just don't go right. I've seen you come in there, you know what I mean? You've had it. I've seen you come in there, you be frustrated. Mm-hmm. You go to the shop and you feel like they pulled trucks in front of you, or you went to the inspection, you come up there, Austin, I was here at 8 o'clock, you know, but you never quit. You keep working at it. Mm-hmm. Then you learn, okay, what I can do different. Yep. I need to come in at this time of day, or I need to come at this time of day. And you learn those things. That's why you've been here 11 years, because you bought into the system.
Hey, you know, not every day in trucking is going to be a bed of roses.
No.
You're going to have traffic. You're going to have weather. You know, you just got to roll with punches. But, you know, you always got to maintain safety and being hyper aware of your surroundings and making sure that you are proceeding down the road as safely as you can. Don't be one of those idiots out there that's going to be aggressive driving, thinking that, oh, I got to get there, I got to get there. Yeah, you're going to get there when you get there. And if you're 4 hours away, you might want to leave 5 hours away or 5.5 hours away. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get anywhere. But it's like that, you know, out here.
Because you could get it in, the directions could be wrong.
Exactly.
Right should have been left. And you know, once that right should have been left, it's all turn around from there. But I want to tell an amazing story, and I'm going to try to tell this story the best way that I know how. We're going to use our imagination. But I want y'all to think of this being Deborah coming down the road. And I want you to imagine this piece of lead. I have to use all wireless and stuff. There's a tire that's come off a truck in the left lane. And this tire is coming toward Deborah. I seen this on the camera.
Oh, yes, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
And it's coming toward Deborah.
Oh, snap.
She never panics. Can't say the words she said, but she go, oh. I don't know to this day without a slammed on brakes when I'm trying to read. She just, and that tire come right up, hit right there in that grill. I mean, bang, right in the grill.
I was dead in the water.
Next thing you see is her put her turn signals on and pull side of the road. She know her truck is messed up. She's saying some politely things in a politely way in her own tune. But that told me something now. I always knew she truck driver. I said, now that is a true truck driver there. Because that took a lot of paying attention.
Toss that tire come off a truck going northbound.
Yep.
I was southbound and it came across. He was in the far right lane. It come
I
across
watched it.
two lanes of traffic, hit the medium, come up through the air, left lane, I'm in the middle lane, and it came right here. Thankfully, it was me that got hit and in my grill, radiator fluid all over. But I possibility saved that four-wheeler's life that was beside me. And
Yeah.
I think about that.
Because he could have come over with a feeling that.
Because if that had gone through the windshield of another car,
Would have been.
it would have been horrific. But, you know, and
Things happen.
that's what
I've talked to you about that several times, and
Yeah.
I've always said that you did such a good job. And I want to tell you this: I love the way that when I have an orientation class, and then I'm not scared to say this, drivers. I say it in front of y'all. Some drivers in there, I don't call them in there to say nothing, and the reason I don't, because they want to complain. There's always something to complain about. But let's talk about the good things.
I love my company.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things in that company. Anytime
Yeah.
a trucking company, especially in 2026, survived through the COVID, and you've been in business since 1959, and you still going strong.
Yep.
It ain't cause you don't know nothing about trucking.
Yep.
That's not the reason.
But our
That's not the reason.
company's family.
That's right.
You know, when you pick up the phone and you call somebody at Wally Sander, even the shop desk knows my voice.
And I know your name, but I couldn't call you truck no.
It's 5014 since I don't have 914 anymore.
Yeah.
Thomas gave me a 14 though.
What? Let me see. I gotta make sure I know that. What was the name of your first?
Baby girl.
Baby girl. So what's the name of this truck here?
I call her Squirrely.
Squirrely. I want to tell y'all something. And the ladies are the most ones that do this, Steve. Most all the ladies name their trucks. The cutest one I heard is Kim Cruz calls her Squeaky. She said, "You know, Squeaky, just get on down the road."
Yep.
But these ladies always name their trucks, and I just thought it's so cute.
Well, it had a lot to do when I named this truck. Is when I went from a T680. Okay, you know, baby girl had 1,481,000 miles on her when they took her from me, kicking and screaming. And the suspension's different. And that first 4-6 weeks, I felt squirrely because it rode different.
It does.
And so,
It does.
and I really like my new 2025, you know, International. I didn't at first because, you know, it wasn't home.
Yeah.
Because when you're like me, you live in your truck, you cook in your truck, you got
Yeah.
the TV,
Yeah.
and you don't go home very often, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it becomes your home. So I feel like, you know, I was homeless when they took baby girl from me. But you know, I've made this truck my home, but it took a while because I wanted them to give me my truck back. But you know, she was old.
Yeah. Yeah. That was all. And I want to ask you 2 questions. And I'm going to let you go because I promised you I wasn't going to keep you long.
Okay.
First question I want to ask you. If a lady sees this clipping, because we run them everywhere, and she's driving a truck for someone that she's maybe not happy, what would you suggest to her?
If you are not content, and I'm talking about
I'm not talking about with us driving for
No, I'm
another
talking
company.
about them, wherever they're at. If you're not content and happy and feel secure with who is managing you up top, and that's from dispatch all the way up to planners, everything, do something different. My company has got my back. Anytime anybody asks me anything about my company, because this is my company. I may be an employee, but it's mine.
That's right. That's right.
I know that my company's got my back, and come check us out. Do your little homework.
Do a little homework. I
Do a
like
little
it.
homework because
Little homework.
because our family is owned by a family. It's not a
correct.
corporation.
That
We're
is
not, you know, a blasted number. You know, what's your truck number? You know, or your driver code.
What's your driver call?
Yeah, it's like 5,000 miles long. This is family.
Yeah.
This is home.
That is good. My next question is, how long do you intend to drive?
Oh, Jesus. I am 62 years old. I said I was going to retire a baby girl, but they took her from me. Because, you know, she was like 2015, and I was hoping to, you know, put at least 20 years in her or so, but that didn't happen. But I don't plan to retire until about, as long as my body holds out. I'm thinking about 72. I could another 10 years maybe.
Okay. Good deal. You're 62. Good deal. The reason I asked you that, because I have started to look at some of the older drivers. And I've started to pull information from them to pass it on. So I asked you that for a reason. When you see these young ladies out there, if they'll listen, some young people won't listen. I was one of them at one time. I'm not ashamed. But if you see these young ladies and you can give them some of that knowledge you got, give it to them.
You can only keep what you have by giving it away.
Yeah.
And that's true.
So give them that, because I know some things that you can tell the ladies that I can't tell them, things you have to do with things to do. And we got a lot of them, Deborah. We got a lot of young ladies. It was one in there today was really young. I was on the yard yesterday and I saw this girl, and I'm not gonna call her name, I want to so bad. But when she got out of training, the first thing she did, she saved her money. She went and bought a $3,000 dog.
Oh my God.
And it was about that big and about that high.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God. And she had some hiccups along the way.
Yeah.
But she's real little, you know, she looks like a little girl. But I saw her yesterday. She had that little dog, and she was going to get in that truck. I said, "Good girl."
And I love animals. I mean, I worked at a grooming shop and everything when I was younger, but I developed an allergy. I wish I could have a dog, but me personally, I'm allergic to dog and cat dinner now. I'm thinking, and I get jealous.
When you see them with the little dog.
When I see them with the little dogs or the big dogs, I'm thinking, I want a dog. But, you know, I like to breathe. So, you know. But
yeah, I want you to keep breathing.
Yeah. But let's back to the ladies at Wally Sanders. We've got ladies at Wally Sanders, and as you know better than I do, that have been with our company 25, 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we just had a lady retire this year, first of the year. And she was up in her late 70s.
Yeah.
But
and,
her,
you know, we got Miss Teresa Crawford. Miss Teresa Crawford, she's been there a long time.
Yeah.
Who else can I come up with? Just off the top of my head, we got a lot of them. Patsy Hobbs been there a little while.
Yep.
She's getting a little time on her. I hope with this raise we brought out, I hope some come back, and I tell people this all the time. Sometimes it's not about the money, and sometimes when you count money, you got to count everything. I'll tell you a quick little story. This guy was finna quit, and I asked everybody before they quit, at least come talk to me. And I asked him why was he gonna quit? Because he trained there, and I got a compassion for people that train there and then go to driving there. Because I bring a lot of trainers in, I just got a compassion. Well, I had asked about this guy is, and he said, man, I'm gonna get a penny more over here, and I just.
Yeah, but how?
Wait a minute, let me tell you.
How long are you gonna be sitting for that penny?
Yeah, well, it was worse than that on this guy. It was worse than that. So, got to looking at how long he had been there. In 2 weeks, let's not paying attention to your money, ladies and gentlemen. In 2 weeks, he was gonna move into another bracket. He was gonna get a 2-cent raise. And I told him that, and he just looked at me. He said, and I was just looking at him, and I guess he wanted me to say it. He said, well, I ain't going now. I mean, I didn't know that. But,
you realize that 4-cent raise that we just got, just for 2,800 miles a week, is going to be about $120 a week extra. And then if you run, 3,000, it adds up.
It adds up.
It adds up.
That's the word. It adds up.
In my company, I don't set. My company makes our own product. We haul our own product. That we have dedicated routes, basically, when you think, going up to Wheeling, Illinois, going up to Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're hauling our own product to these places. We have a plant in Bakersfield, California. We got one in Troy, Alabama. We got one in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And that we get miles with this company. And that you're going to haul your own freight. You might be bringing something right back to the yard. Yes, do we do broker loads? Sometimes. But 75% of our loads is our own product. We don't sit.
Let me ask you this, because I asked everybody this because I want to go. Have you ever been to Lime Station?
Oh, which time?
They say Lime Station is like a city.
And it is beautiful at night. And because it's up on the side of the mountain. Because you're talking about, this is Pennsylvania. That's in the mountains. And when you coming up to it and you're looking at it, and it's to your right, because I don't come in the other way, I always go in this way. And it's just lit up. It looks like a city. It's a city. And when I first started going out to like Bakersfield, California, out that way, I used to go out, like Odessa, Pecos, out there. And I'd be looking, I was like, oh, look. When I first started driving a long time, I was like, look at all them little cities. It was all derricks, and I thought it was cities. Little towns dotted all over the place. Yep. But, being able to run 48 states with this company, do you see the same lanes sometimes? You get stuck on the East Coast or Midwest or whatnot? Yeah, that happens. But, you're always just going somewhere, doing something different.
Where you going today?
To the shop. They made my truck get another oil change.
Oh, okay. So you don't know where you're going after that?
Oh, snap. Who knows?
But you ready to ride?
Oh, I was ready to ride this morning.
How many hours you got?
Well, technically I recap, and I'll recap anywhere between, and that means if people doesn't know that means you only run so many hours a day. That way, on the backside, you're picking up those hours the next week. So you don't have to stop and take a 34. I don't stop and take 34s. So I'll probably...
I want to ask you a question about that. I said I wasn't going to ask you but one question. Because I hear this argument all the time. I got some drivers, and I'm going to call her name. Brio. Brio likes to run till she run her clock out.
That 70-hour clock.
That 70-hour clock. And then she likes to take a 34 and start her 70 over. Now, you've been doing this a long time. Well, how many hours you gain a day? You pick up? What you try
I usually pick up anywhere between 7.5 and 8.5 hours. And 8 hours on a typical day, you can run 500 miles. And if you break that down just to 50 cents a mile, you're making $250 a day. But if you stop and think about it.
69.
But you can make money that way. You don't have to.
So you, because I let my Qualcomm do my logbook now. So when you run, you got 8 hours. Say today you pick up 8 hours and a half.
Yeah, I think this morning, because I came in early yesterday, and I knew my truck didn't go through inspection because I was like a week overdue.
So you'll pick up.
I probably, right now on my clock, I probably got like 16 hours. But then again, every night I pick up hours because I don't stop, and I run 7 days a week because I'm not one of those.
Well, do you ever get a load that and I know you know how to do it, I'm just being curious, that say it's a 10-hour trip and you don't pick up at 8 hours?
Well, then you're not going to make it.
Well, I guess that's a good answer. But wouldn't that screw you up by not taking your 70? Get the 34 and get your 70?
No, because you're always trying to get as close as you can to get staged for the delivery. You're always...
Okay, so if you got 8 hours, you got a 10-hour trip. I done figured it out. You would drive 8 hours, stop, get you some rest, get up the next morning, do the 2 hours, allow yourself enough time to get in there. I got it.
Yeah.
You know me could get it that quick, did you?
Because you don't have to take a 34 every week. There are drivers that think that they have to.
Me got it.
But see, the way I run, I'm able to stop and rest. And
now, how do I win that argument with Bree? What do I say?
She might need it physically.
I'm just picking on Bree.
She might need it. Me, I mean, but
everybody got their way of doing it.
Exactly.
Isn't that good though? Think about this now. This is the difference between that truck ain't got no number on it. It's a 5014. That's the difference from being assigned to 5014. Not slip seat. That's your truck. All your stuff is in there. Nobody's gonna move that. So you run that truck. How you and your dispatcher figured out y'all wanna run it. Bree 555. She runs that truck. How her and Thomas.
Yep.
Isn't that a luxury?
Oh, yeah.
With some of these companies where you having a slip sheet or you having to meet somebody and drop trailers and stuff, you can't really get in a relaxed
I will
zone.
relay loads, and that's usually because, you know, this driver
Somebody
can't
wants to
make
get
it.
home or something.
Somebody's got, you know, a family emergency, they got a doctor's appointment, they got birthdays, and we will.
Yeah.
I've been coming back from California and been coming into Dallas, and Thomas saying, hey, you know, meet this driver here over the drop yard. We need to swap loads. You know, they've had a family emergency. I need you to go back to California. So 10-4, boss. Down the road.
Well, Deborah, tell all your grandchildren hi.
Hey, babies.
All right, because I'm going to get you a link that you can tell them where they can see this at. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. But basically what I want to thank you for, every time I talk to you about Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you always call it your company. That's the way
It is my company.
That's a good deal. Thank you, Deborah.
All right.
We'll be right back. Did you have something else to say? I want just to...
Y'all come on and see us.
All right. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Truck drivers, can I have your attention? Whatever you do, don't drop the ball in 2026. Did you make the kind of money you wanted to? If you had a bid at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, I guarantee you will. Hey, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines got Blue Shield. We also match your 401k up to 4%. Come join a company this year that can make you happy. Get home. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Don't drop the ball. Come drive for Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Why do you want to drive a truck for Wiley Sanders Truck Line when you get big?
Blue Cross Blue Shield!
And you!
401k!
And you!
Because it matches the 4%!
How much?
4%!
That's right, we match your 401k up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We come from there to here. Been in business since 1959. Come drive for a company. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Where?
Troy, Alabama!
We want you. Have you ever dreamed of working for a trucking company that had Blue Cross Blue Shield, had 401k with a 4% match? If so, then you ought to call Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the trucking company that makes dreams come true. Where you want to work at?
Wiley Sanders Truck Line! That's the best! Troy, Alabama!
That's right, you heard the girls. Troy, Alabama, drive for the best. Been in business since 1959 and we ain't going nowhere. We got new equipment, which we got old equipment. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama, Blue Cross Blue Shield. You name it, we got it. Come drive for the best today. Tell them girls, where do you want to drive at?
Wiley Sanders Truck Line!
Troy, Alabama. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a over-the-road truck, or come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a dump truck.
Not my dump truck.
Ooh, not his dump truck, but Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You get $30 every time you dump a load. Got Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. There's no other trucking company to work for than Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. $1,000 sign-on bonus. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. I had a dream last night, girl.
What a dream!
I dreamed I was driving a truck.
Like that?
Yes, like that.
That's not a dream! That's driving a truck from Wiley Sanders Truck Line!
That's right. I'm driving a truck. The company that makes dreams come true. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. It's time for you to join a company that puts God and family first. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hi. There's nobody on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Go deep with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Join today, Troy, Alabama. Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. going today. Been in business since 1959. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a over-the-road truck, or come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a dump truck.
Not my dump truck.
Ooh, not his dump truck, but Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You get $30 every time you dump a load. Got Blue Cross Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. There's no other trucking company to work for than Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. $1,000 sign-on bonus. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama.
You think you know Travel Centers of America's Ultra One program, but do you know today's Ultra One? Ultra One now gives you more. More points, more rewards, more options. Gear up to get more by signing up for Ultra One today. Ultra One is the loyalty program that saves you time and money just for fueling at TA, Petro, and TA Express locations. Take advantage of flexible reward points and reward credits that you can redeem on showers, meals, parking, and more. And it's free to be an Ultra One member. Ultra One's Gears program rewards you with points when you fuel. The more you fuel, the more points you earn. Ultra One members start off in first gear and receive 1 point per fuel gallon. Move through each gear to receive up to 4 times points per gallon. The more you fuel this month, the higher your gear level next month. Not only do you get points when you fuel, for fill-ups of 60 gallons of fuel or more, you earn a reward credit. In first, second, and third gears, reward credits can be redeemed for a shower. In fourth and max gears, you choose how to spend your ultra credits: a shower, a meal, or reserved parking spot at
the stress and anxiety, the weather, the unpredictability of this place. 7 races to the chase. Good crowd on hand. It's an all Penske front row. 2 champions, Blaney and Logano. It's go time in Atlanta.
See that inside line all linked together. The outside line needs to tighten it up a little bit to create a little bit momentum for the 12 of Blaney.
Already 3 wide. Hocevar in the 77 going out against the fence. Got his teammate right behind him, Michael McDowell.
Oh, in the fence just a little bit. McDowell, a little brush with the right front fender, I believe. Car gets really tight on that flat tri-oval. When you're right up behind somebody, you lose the nose.
Blaney jumps out front. He controls. Larson looking inside of Logano. Dillon rallying up to second and the 3.
Danielle, what you got on the 77?
Man, he's on the move, Dale. He started 14th. He's now in the 4th position. His spotter said your pace is really good, but Carson is saying, I didn't think the 3 was fast enough to push me. Now he has the 5 behind him. Dale, what's it like as a driver to feel these guys out and know who you want to work with?
Yeah, you can just kind of see the 77 can wrap the bottom better. Now he's going to pull up alongside the 2. The 77 has better turn. The 5 is struggling with tight. We heard that from Marty earlier. So the 5 car can't make the front turn in the corner. So he can't make these runs and moves that Hocevar can. He's struggling just a little bit. Had to lift out of the gas right there, did Larson. Has to lift, allowing the 45 to run the top, so he has to go somewhere else to get that clean air. The 45 with a big run down the back straightaway, going to the inside. Going to side draft a little bit down the back straightaway, not going to clear the 2. 2's going to drag him back a little bit on the quarter panel. Going to run him tight here to try to side draft and keep that 45 from clearing. Ready up the racetrack, almost contact right there. Again, here comes the 5. Going to go 3 wide once more.
5's got a big run, though. He's going to clear the 45. Will he get the 2? Can he slide up in front of Cindric? He will.
Look at Hocevar. He said, I'm going to join the party. Looking down low on Reddick.
What a move by Larson. And there you go. Mission accomplished. One of the Penske Fords split up from the trio.
Final lap, stage 1. Off of turn 2. Around the lap cars. You know, when Cindric won stage one here in the springtime, he started way back in the pack after a crash at Daytona. Reddick rallying in stage one tonight, but not going to be enough. Ryan Blaney back to the green and white checkered flag. It's his 4th stage victory here in Atlanta.
I thought it was going to be a draft. It was more of a pick by Ryan Blaney using the traffic. Nice job by driver 12.
Stage 2 underway as we go through the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone.
Good launch by the 45 of Reddick. Good push by Blaney back there on the outside. It's going to clear the 45. Here comes the inside line back, though. Down the back straightaway, everybody even, 2 by 2. Austin Dillon trying to give a good push to the 5-car Larson on the inside.
Christopher Bell, who jumped quickly off the pit lane in the game.
Logano knew he had Cindric behind him, so that aggressive move, you see it the top of your screen, that red 22 being pushed by that number 2, shoving it forward.
Bubba Wallace got it wound up in the outside lane. He's so good in the draft, was impressive here in the springtime.
Oh, this 12 car, look at this thing on fresh tires, big run.
Just drive down and take the top spot.
Yeah.
Ryan Blaney dominates stage 1, leads again, and he brings Larson with him.
Almost 3 wide for the lead there. Larson around the top. He might get some help from Reddick here to be able to take the lead.
Marty talked before we went green about Kyle Larson. And even though things have not gone his way in the draft here at Echo Park Speedway, he's been a huge endorser of this place. Said he likes this style. He's spent a lot of time at the front. And here's driver 5 going for the lead.
Toyotas have cycled towards the front, though. We now have a Toyota 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Xfinity on board, riding with Wallace. One of those Toyotas that's found his way into the mix.
A little less separation now. You can say everybody's worked on their cars. Handling's gotten a little bit better. We're not seeing as much separation at the front.
Alcimar into the wall off of turn 4, Steve.
Light contact. We'll see if it does any more damage to that 77. I was mentioning, though, track also probably cooling, which is helping. Blaney says it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go back.
You want to lead? Okay, I'll take it back here. NASCAR Cup Series racing on a Sunday evening in Hampton, Georgia. Our coverage on TNT, presented by Napa Auto Parts. New leader is Carson Hocevar. And just as I say that, here comes Tyler Reddick. Look at the 45 just dancing off the corner. All clear, maybe not.
He could have taken it. He was clear momentarily, but the 77 is going to get out there and go by. 3 wide, Bubba Wallace around his teammate. And Blaney into 2nd place.
Slingshot 23 making moves.
The balance starting to go away on these cars. You see them using up a lot of racetrack. The 22 and Logano having a lift right there. Down here in 3 and 4, they're starting to drive up the track into the door of each car on the outside line. Getting into the tire run here, losing some balance, losing some comfort.
The first is, do we stay dry? And if we stay dry, how do you manage it? We have not seen many green flag pit stops here. It's interesting. It's a long pit road. It can be messy. Oh, the yellow's out.
Lightning.
Caution number 1 comes at the end of the opening stage. Caution number 2 for weather here in the middle portion of stage 2. Free pass goes to Ross Chastain. Blaney and Bubba on the front row. Number 12 in charge as the leaders come to the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone.
That inside line did a really, really good job launching right around the same time. Basically, teammates pushing teammates here down the back straightaway. Who can stay locked together? It's like the Toyotas weren't able to do that. The Ford's on the outside clear.
Out of line for position. This for the lead. There goes Bubba Wallace in the 23.
Take it away. Take it away. Come back.
He's going to take it away for sure.
All clear.
getting that information from Freddie, his spotter, to take it away and squeeze Blaney a little bit right there. Now they're 3 wide for second.
Hocevar from the high lane to the low lane, and he picks off a couple. He's now second behind Bubba Wallace.
He's going to get a big push down the front straightaway, probably to the inside, but Blaney's going to get to the inside first. Blaney with the run.
Reporting an issue. We'll have to get him to pit road and see what's wrong with the 77, Danielle.
Steve, they're saying on the radio 77 has a flat tire.
Oh, man, so he definitely has a tire issue here with 3 to go. Will he try to get it around to the finish on the right side? The race for the stage continues. Blaney Logano has come to 2 to go now.
Ty Gibbs getting with it, final lap of the stage.
Oh, Bubba spun out off the nose of the 54 of Ty Gibbs.
Wallace goes for a ride, was running inside the top 5. As Ryan Blaney takes the green and white checkered flag, recording the sweep. Gibbs, Cindric, front row. Coming through the Echo Park restart zone. Final stage underway at Atlanta.
Some new players up here. A lot of these guys don't really know what it's like to be up front. What moves to make.
And much like Jeff and Jamie talked about, can the 45 and the 12 find their way back to the front? Can they fight their way and get that track position?
They get back 2 by 2. Now Bell to the inside, 3 wide.
I got to be careful there. That painted line down there is out of bounds. Him making the move to the inside is Cindric. Gibbs jumps to the race lead.
Suarez down low, has to give up all the spots, get back in line. 5 of Larson around the top.
Look at this.
Way up around the top. What a move. Oh, contact. He runs him up the racetrack. That's kind of the things they're going to have to start doing to try to break these guys up. To be able to have a shot at going up there, take the lead away from the 54.
Slide job turned into a shove.
Oh, the 16 spinning down the front straightaway. A.J. Allmendinger.
All pushed up here. Here, push to here. Keep it pushed up. Bottom is all pushed up, formed up here. Still push. Still push even. Still pushed even here. You're clear. 12's not clear. 12 just got clear. You 2 are clear. Still in line here. Still in line. Still pushed out here. Still pushed out seat top. Outside. Outside just shooting him. Still there, just shooting him. 20's with him now. Still all the way up top. Still there. 9's your help in your mirror. All by half. Still 2 eye behind you. Still tight here. 9's your help. Still tight up top. All by half.
Or Larson, you have to ask yourself, are you settling in here? Because if you don't race, maybe you can protect. Elliott says, nope, turns left down the hill. He wants to go to the point. Listen to the crowd.
Oh, man, hometown guy from Dawsonville. Engine number 9, back on point at Atlanta. Teammates for the top spot. Larson looking outside of Elliott. Bell waiting in the wings.
Blaney 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Slingshot, look at him, number 12, showing the muscle again. And here comes Bubba Wallace in the 23.
That 12, you said it, Steve. He can just do whatever he wants.
Blaney playing defense, can't hold him off. Number 9 jumps back by. Hamlin looking outside as Larson paints the line down low.
Oh, Bubba got real tight right there.
Wow.
Larson got to his left rear, made him really, really tight. He up the racetrack with 3 wide for the front. Blaney again.
I mean, it's a broken record. The 12 loses it and takes it right back.
Blaney needs his teammates up there. They're starting to gang up on him. Toyotas have now found their way into the top 5. Blaney's in the wall.
Led 158 laps tonight. And we got caution for the 5th time this evening.
And he's upset. Yeah. I don't know if he got squeezed right there.
Yeah, Blaney said, what was that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what he was doing.
I think he's getting ready to go let him know, I think, right here.
Wow.
It's hot.
So Allmendinger had the problem. That's why we get the yellow with 29 to go.
Big jump by the outside line there. Good launch for the 23. Back to the inside, though. Here comes Blaney. They separate the Toyotas. You got Hocevar pushing. Oh, we got a car down to the grass.
19 to go. Caution number 6.
Again, another good launch by the outside line, but we're a little more organized on the inside here.
Six laps to go, 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Hocevar, 77 trying to get the top spot. Bubba Wallace sliding through. What a mix at the front.
45 in the wall. Look at the wreck behind him. Larson spinning to the inside wall. Big wreck into turn 3.
Caution is out. That's number 7.
Briscoe involved.
Riley
Multiple
Herbst's
cars.
got a piece of it. Bonus time for all these fans. Hocevar, Blaney front row.
Almost a perfect launch, but here comes the 12 car to the inside. They're going to wrap the bottom. Blaney should be clear. He's clear. Big run. Hocevar is going to stay to the outside.
Blaney can't get the block. Reddick pushing Hocevar to the race lead. SVG is right there to make it 3 wide. What a move for second. Coming back to the white flag. Hocevar way out front.
Run the bottom.
Big run. Come from the 12 and the 23 down the front straightaway.
Blaney goes outside. He's been great all night long, leading 170 laps, trying to get around Hocevar. Through turns 3 and 4, Bell pushing Blaney. Middle lane, Hocevar, back to the checkered flag. It's going to be Ryan Blaney who wins it in Atlanta. Oh my, what a dominating win.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, you can get a whole lot more. Yes, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You get all the news, highlights, reviews, the whole lot.
Football season, but it's also time.
We're here to join a company that puts God and family first.
Hey.
401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Nobody sits on the bench at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come join the company today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. I had a dream last night, girl.
What a dream.
I dreamed I was driving a truck.
Like that?
Yes, like that.
That's not a dream. That's driving a truck from Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
That's right. That's driving a truck. The company that makes dreams come true. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. 15 minutes of NASCAR there. That's just something we do. Me and Steve started doing that this year. And had a lot of drivers that tell me, man, that's pretty cool. So sometimes I miss the race. I watch it on Monday nights when I get to where I'm going to deliver it. So I like everybody to know this show is for the drivers and for the people at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. And just so good to talk to you and just get to know you and get to just fellowship, family. I just want to take my hat off to Deborah. Wow, you heard her say she's been there 11 years, and I've seen her upset, I've seen her happy, but I never seen her leave. And that's what I respect. That's what I respect. No matter what happens, she realizes that she works for a company. You heard her say, this is my company. This is my company. And that's what you got to feel in your heart. That's what you got to feel in your heart. The late, great Mr. Wiley Sanders used to say to me sometimes, we've got to protect this for us, and we've got to protect this for us. And man, we don't need to get into that. And he would say we, and that's when I was a young man, and I didn't realize that hey, when this company does good, I'm a part of this company. That means I'm going to do good. And when you get that way of thinking, that this company is a part of me, now, you want to know why? It feeds your family, and it takes care of all your other necessities of life: rent, gas, car notes. You got insurance. I got the company insurance. I've had 2 knee surgeries. Never been denied for service or nothing. Never had to go broke to have my surgeries. I tell a lot of my business. I had a toe taken off, had cancer. Same insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Never had a letter saying, hey, there's too much wrong with you. We're going to have to get somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, people do get those kind of letters. I mean, I'm serious. But I've never had that. And, I love my company. I'm like Deborah. I love my company. I love the people I work with. From the top on down, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Parker, Mr. Saris, Mr. Scott, Mr. Brent, Mr. Doug Kitchens, all the people, John Smothers, Ken Bray, all the supervisors, we commit together. And when the first thing I think made me I ain't gonna say no good supervisor, but I'm gonna say a decent supervisor, was learning that they didn't work for me, I worked for them. And I learned that by Trace Parker. And Doug Kitchens, he really lets us know that we're in this together. He comes on and talk, and I call it quick snapbacks. You know, Doug is like a, I got to tell him this today too, but I just figured out what Doug is like. You remember Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning would throw an interception, kick it right out the way, and come right back in there and throw a bomb. Doug is like that. When he say something to you about something, it's over with. Next time he be talking to you, maybe talking about where you going to eat lunch at or whatever. He's just, it's say it and done. And that's what I need to be. Say it and done. Move on. Let's go. We got stuff to do. And so that everybody, I'm gonna tell him he's like Peyton Manning. He's like Peyton Manning. We're finna start next Monday. I want everybody to know this. Next Monday, we start our back to school book drive. Now somebody's gonna say, I'm gonna call his name. Steve say, it's July. Well, there's a month that comes after July when school starts. But we're going to start our back to school book bag. And the reason I'm starting so early, last year, thanks to you, not me, but thanks to you, we was able to give. We gave Goshen some book bags. We gave Banks some book bags. We gave Brundage some book bags. We gave Troy some book bags, and we also gave DHR some book bags. 5 different places we gave book bags out. Me and Cornelius Hall got in the van, in the Wiley Sanders van, and rode to these different places giving out the book bag. Some of the schools we were knocking on the doors because the action was not open. This year, I'm going to get with somebody. Maybe the mayor can help me with that. But I'm going to get with somebody. I'm going to have a little better system than I had last year. I was caught by surprise, but I think that'll be a good job for the mayor. I know he'll know who to tell me who to get into contact with and the numbers I need to get in contact with. And I want to make a better, let the people be prepared, a better deal on that. I'll find somebody. And if you're out there listening, you know a principal or somebody I could get up with, let me know. And I got a connection at Goshen with the principal down there, Miss Griffin. I got Miss Griffin's number, and I get her to help me. So I just figured out, that's what we have to do, y'all. We have to help one another. And y'all realize now, I done got a little old. You see my hair done come out. And I'm thinking, if you don't help me, I'm going to forget. You don't have to charge it to my mind, not my heart. And I got a personal question I want to ask the audience today, and I want you to send me in your views via text. Don't tell it on the TV. Send it to me on text, 334-372-5049. I saw this new hair growth on TV. I want to know, do y'all think it'll work for me? I want to try it. This guy, he's bald in the top, And he's been putting it on. He said his hair growing back. But I'm worried about how long is it going to take. I need to know what I'm going to look like while I'm doing it. I reckon I can wear a ball cap. But anyway, just a little humor here this morning. Another thing we want to talk about this week, and this is the most important thing of the day. This week is Truck Check Week. If you don't know it, DOT is going to be out in full force this whole week. And I noticed this morning they said they was going to do four-wheelers too. Distracted driving, cell phones, erratic lane changing, speeding, following too close. Those are the things they're going to be looking for. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Those are the things they're going to be looking for. Please, ma'am, please, sir, be aware of that. If you're on the Troy Yard today, excuse me. If you're on the Troy Yard today and you got a question about anything that you think might not meet this DOT, walk over to the safety office, tell them, you can tell me that you need to see Mr. Kelly, or just ask for Mr. Kelly personal. Mr. Kelly has been hired there to help us. He's an ex-DOT officer. He knows what they're looking for this type of week. And I'm telling you, if I was a driver and I worked for a company and they had a man like Mr. Kelly there, and this week was truck checking week, I would take my truck by there and me and Mr. Kelly would walk over my truck. I would. Because, think about this now. This is the week you're most likely to get checked. Remember this. Level 3, you get $50. Level 2, you get $75. Level 1, you get that old big head 100. I wouldn't let this week get me past me. I would not. I just would not. I dare not. So, well, I'm warning you of that. I'm telling you about that. I love to see you take advantage of that, to get that money, because you're going to be checked this week. 9 times out of 10, if you go on the road this week, between 9 and Friday, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're going to do it all 5 days. Remember what they're checking for. Distracted driving, erratic lane changing, speed, falling too close. All those things they're going to be looking for. All those things. Cell phones. That falls under distracted driving, but they're going to be looking for mud flaps, tires, things hanging off your truck, flapping and going on. This is the week we should do it all the time. And when I was driving, I used to think, that is so cruel, but no, that's not. When you get old enough and you got children on that highway, you got grandbabies on that highway, you got wives and grandmothers and stuff, yes, let's keep our highways safe. And I can't help but say this, and I'm going to have to get Steve to write me the name down and bring it to me right quick. I ain't got but 2 minutes. Steve, give me the name of the senator that died. Lindsey Graham, am I correct? Mr. Lindsey Graham. Someone who I thought was a great senator, who I thought was a great person. Let me just not call him that. That I thought was a great person. Brought a reality back to me. Every Sunday morning before I go to service, I watch. If it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press. And I heard the talk with her and the president. And it showed me how quickly life can leave us. The president's right. I'm not trying to politic. Let me hear him say that. I'm just talking about a human being. The president said that he had talked to him at 7:30. He said he don't know whether he's the last person to talk to him or not. He said he wasn't sure. But he had passed away that night. They haven't said from what yet. I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, do the right thing. Treat people right. Treat people right and do the right thing, because you never know when. And I know this was a great man, so I don't want you to think I'm putting no tarnish on him. But let us all do that. Let us all realize what the Bible tells us, that our life is like a vapor, here today and gone tomorrow. I've had a ball. Deborah, you did good. Don't forget about the chicken trucks this week. If you can't say something nice to about someone, don't say nothing. We love you, love you. See you next week with the book bag. See you next week with the book bag. See you next week. Truck drivers, can I have your attention? Whatever you do, don't drop the ball in 2026. Did you make the kind of money you wanted to? If you had been at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, I guarantee you will. Hey, Wiley Sanders.